Good morning. In the previous class, we were discussing about comparison of the power spectral density of binary line codes. We have found the power spectral density of 4 different types of line codes. RZ we haven't found separately because RZ will only be a reduced version of NRZ. NRZ, the bit duration, the pulse exists for the complete bit duration, whereas in RZ, the bit goes to 0 in the center of the bit duration. So the power consumed in RZ will be lesser than that of NRZ. NRZ gives us the worst case scenario or the highest power consumption, whereas RZ will give you half the power consumption. Your power spectral density curve of any RZ will be half of that of NRZ. So that's the reason why we haven't found the power spectral density for RZ waveforms separately. Okay. So till now, none of you asked that question. Why we had always considered only NRZ. We considered NRZ polar first, whose power spectral density curve is as shown this black one. And then we considered NRZ and then we considered NRZ unipolar, the one shown in green, and the power spectral density for unipolar is maximizing at 0.5, whereas for polar it was 1. The highest value of power spectral density, normalized PSD, was 1 for polar NRZ, whereas it's only 0.5 for unipolar. But in unipolar, in addition to this, we had DC component. Remember, there was a DC component present here in unipolar signal. That's the reason unipolar is usually avoided, and it has higher power values at DC or 0 frequencies. So unipolar is not preferred. Whereas polar is okay, but in NRZ polar, what is happening is the PSD is not 0 at 0 frequency or DC levels. So whenever we transmit over long distance, DC couplers will have to be used, which is a headache. So usually we don't like to use DC couplers. That's another major problem whenever we are trying to use NRZ polar. Whereas when we move to NRZ bipolar, as you can see this red curve, the power spectral density has maximized somewhere at 0.5, let me say, when the value of x-axis FTB is 0.5, I'm getting maximum, and the highest value is 0.5, the normalized value. But we have effectively avoided power at 0 frequencies or DC. So you can easily avoid using DC couplers whenever I go for NRZ bipolar format. That's one major advantage. And coming to the bandwidth of all these 3 categories, that is NRZ polar, NRZ unipolar, and NRZ bipolar. For all the 3, the bandwidth remains 1 by TB. So where TB represents the duration of 1 bit, and the bandwidth needed to transmit these signals would be 1 by TB. The last thing which we discussed was, so before going to that, I told you, if at all I have to find the RZ version of all these 3, we have NRZ, instead of NRZ polar, I can have RZ polar. Its power spectral density would be similar to NRZ polar, except the value would be half. That's all. Similarly here, for NRZ unipolar, I will have a corresponding RZ unipolar, but with half the power spectral density as that of NRZ. That's all. Between RZ and NRZ, you should remember what's the major difference between NRZ and RZ. In NRZ, the pulse exists for the complete bit duration. If the bit duration is TB, the pulse will be present for complete bit duration, whatever is the pulse we have. Okay. Whereas in RZ, the pulse exists only for half the bit duration. For the other half, it is 0. So it can be polar format, unipolar or bipolar. So you will see the behavior of RZ need not be analyzed separately. Its power spectral density curve will be similar to the corresponding NRZ version. Okay, it is similar. You say PSD curve is similar to corresponding NRZ version only with max value of half the NRZ, whatever we had with the corresponding NRZ. When I say corresponding, it means either polar, unipolar or bipolar. So whatever was the corresponding NRZ value, PSD, max value, I'll have half of that value for RZ. So that's why we haven't discussed RZ separately. Please remember that. Next, coming to Manchester, we saw that Manchester gives us effective shift in the power spectral density curve. It maximizes at FTB of 1 when the x-axis is 1. So the bandwidth needed by Manchester is 2 by TB, which is double that of all the other line codes. Manchester needs double the bandwidth of other line codes, though it effectively exhibits no power at 0 frequencies or DC, so doesn't need DC coupling. But the major problem is its increased bandwidth. Why bandwidth increases in Manchester? As we have seen in Manchester encoding, every bit is represented with 2 pulses. So in 1 bit duration, I have to transmit 2 rectangular pulses, one positive, one negative. That's the reason why double the bandwidth is used by Manchester. Okay. So though Manchester is also used commonly in many communication systems, we prefer to use bipolar NRZ or RZ transmissions much more. So NRZ bipolar or RZ bipolar are more preferred in communication. The simple thing, it's a good form of communication. The reason for that being, first thing, it has no DC content. So no need of DC couplers. No need of DC couplers. And second point is its bandwidth is just 1 by TB, which is half of that of Manchester. So bandwidth is less and no need of using DC couplers. That's why NRZ bipolar or RZ bipolar is more preferred than other line coding techniques. So they preferred this. This is a very well used and more preferred technique. So coming to this technique which is preferred and used commonly, there is one major problem which occurs in this technique, and that is a problem when we transmit and receive. The problem is about synchronization or trying to match the receiver's timing or the receiver's clock to the transmitter's clock. When this synchronization is not achieved properly, we say it is not transparent. So the transparency is the major problem for bipolar signaling scheme. or in any bipolar line code, transparency would be the major problem. Please remember this. And according to transparency, it means the transmitter and receiver clocks should be properly synchronized. And if that synchronization is not there, signal cannot be recovered correctly. We will not be able to recover the signal properly. And we know a most common technique used for synchronization of the receiver to transmitted signal was by using the phase lock loop or PLL. So in this phase lock loop, what would happen? We would have a loop in the receiver. In the initial part of the receiver, there would be a feedback loop where as we go through multiple iterations, say in a short amount of time, the receiver will be brought in synchronization with the transmitter. So we could do that using PLL. But in spite of that, there is another major problem, and that is whenever I have to transmit a long sequence of zeros. So please remember this, a major problem with bipolar transmission is whenever a long sequence of zeros occur in the binary signal that needs to be transmitted. So that means when there is a long sequence of zeros, it means there are no sufficient transitions to help the receiver to synchronize to the transmitter. Remember, only when there are transitions in every bit, the PLL can work and synchronize itself to the transmitter. But if transitions are not there, what happens in bipolar signaling? Only ones are represented with pulses. Whenever I have a 1, I'll represent it with positive and negative alternately. But whenever I have a 0, there is no pulse transmitted. So zeros are not transmitted with any voltages, whereas ones will be transmitted with alternate positive and negative voltages. This is called bipolar signaling. Yes or no? Please remember this. So what happens if there is a long sequence of zeros? There is no transition or change in the bit. So for every bit interval, there won't be any change at all. If I have some 100 zeros or 500 zeros, no change at all. Then how will the receiver clock synchronize itself to the transmitter's clock? So this synchronization or transparency is the biggest problem with bipolar signaling, and in order to overcome this problem and to enable proper recovery, we have to avoid sending a long sequence of zeros. But again, remember, this is not in our control. If the voice which we are transmitting or image, whatever video, it generates a long sequence of zeros, it's a random process, right? It is not in our control that we won't generate a long sequence of zeros. But what we can do is we can scan the message for a long sequence of zeros, and whenever it is seen, we will avoid sending it as a long sequence of zeros. We will replace that long sequence with a different binary sequence where there are a few ones. So what happens when we do that? The receiver will synchronize itself to the transmitter correctly. So please remember, if there is a very long sequence of zeros, it is not possible for the receiver to synchronize itself to the transmitter. So what we will do, we will check the message bits as the binary data is being generated. Next, we are going to check that data for a long sequence of zeros. You see a long sequence of zeros, you just replace it with another binary sequence which will include some ones. Instead of just having zeros, I'll replace it with a different binary sequence which will include some ones. And at the receiver, synchronization is achieved. And when that pattern is seen at the receiver will know that it has to replace that binary pattern with zeros in order to recover the original message. Is this clear? So all what you have to do is at the transmitter, whenever a transmitter is sending data, see if there is a long sequence of zeros, check and replace this sequence of zeros replace with a different binary sequence having a few ones. So I will replace this long sequence of zeros with another binary sequence having a few ones. Then I will transmit it, and at the receiver I will search for this binary sequence. If that binary sequence is seen, it is again replaced with zeros to recover back the original message. Okay, that's all we are trying to do. And those schemes, two very important schemes which help us in overcoming the problem of bipolar signaling or bipolar line codes is HDB, also known as high density bipolar signaling or high density bipolar coding, and the second scheme is BNZS, binary with N0 substitution. Okay, this is, okay, I'll write the expansion. The first one which we are going to study is high density bipolar. So this will help us in overcoming the major problem of bipolar signaling scheme. Usually we represent it as, it is represented as HDBN. What is the meaning? This HDBN means we have to check for n plus 1 zeros. If there are n zeros, or if you say if the number of zeros in the binary data, binary input data is greater than, exceeds n. Okay, I can say it becomes n plus 1. If it is n plus 1, if it exceeds this n value, then replace that set of zeros, with a special binary sequence. Okay, and how do we choose the sequences? Please remember, you just make a note of these points, it would be useful. Sequences are chosen to include, let's say, binary ones, so as to increase the timing content, of the signal. And the third important point is the special sequence chosen will deliberately, or what does the meaning of deliberately? Wantedly, it will deliberately violate the bipolar rule. What is bipolar rule? What is the bipolar rule? If one bit is positive, the next one should be negative, the next one. When I consider the set of ones in the transmitted data, if the previous one was represented with a positive pulse, the next one will be represented with a negative pulse. And zeros are represented with 0. The next one in the sequence should be represented with positive, the next one negative, so on. So this is called bipolar rule. Alternately, it should change. Okay. But here, the sequence which we choose will be in such a way that we are going to violate that bipolar rule. Okay. So let's see some example of this high density bipolar signaling. First, I'll consider HDB3. This is the most commonly used bipolar signaling scheme. What happens in HDB3? Here the n value is 3. If there are 3 plus 1, n plus 1, I told you, that is 4 zeros, 4 let me say consecutive zeros. It should be next to each other. If there are 4 consecutive zeros in the input sequence, then replace it with either the sequence 0, 0, 0, V or B00 V. Just write down this. What is this V? V represents a positive or negative pulse. V can be either a positive or negative pulse, which depends on the situation. Okay. And B always represents a binary 1. B represents a binary 1. Again, depending on the sequence, it will be represented with a positive or negative pulse. So what I'm trying to do, I'm replacing 4 consecutive zeros in the input data with either 3 zeros and 1 positive or negative voltage, or with a 1, 2, 0 and another positive or negative voltage. This V means similar to this. I think I'll write it in the form of a table, how you should do the replacement. It will be easy for you to remember. Let me say the polarity of the preceding pulses. Polarity of the preceding pulses is one parameter to consider, and the number of bipolar pulses. When I say bipolar pulses, please remember they are ones. I will have bipolar pulses only for ones. We don't represent 0 with a positive or negative pulse in bipolar. Please remember that signaling scheme correctly. Since the last substitution. So I have to take into consideration 2 important things. First is the polarity of the preceding pulses. Next is the number of bipolar pulses or ones since my previous substitution. And again, here also, I think I can divide it into, if the number of ones in the after the previous substitution were odd, then I will replace it with 0, 0, 0 V. If it is even, then I will replace it with B00 V. So when should I replace it with 000 V? when the number of ones after the last substitution have been odd. We have to count how many ones have occurred. Okay, we'll see an example. You'll follow much better. And if the number of ones which are counted are odd, then I'll replace it with this pattern. If the number of ones have been even, then I'll replace it with this pattern. Again, here, if the preceding pulse had a negative sign, that means if it was a negative pulse below 0, if the preceding pulse was negative, then this replacement would be 0, 0, 0. We would take the value negative. Why? I told you in this rule, if you remember, we violate what? Will deliberately violate the bipolar rule. The special sequence chosen will deliberately violate the bipolar rule. According to bipolar rule, I should have alternate positive and negative. But here, if the preceding pulse was negative, I'll take the successive one also as negative, and I'm violating the bipolar rule. Why do we do that? So that the receiver gets to know, as soon as it sees this bipolar rule is violated, it will understand that it has to replace these 4 bits with 4 zeros. Okay, as simple as that. So to help the receiver understand, and if the preceding pulse was positive, if the preceding pulse was above 0 positive, then I will replace here with 0, 0, 0, 1, a positive value. Okay. So please remember, this is how we do the replacement. Now coming to even number of ones since my last substitution. If the preceding pulse was negative, then I'll replace this format as, this format will take the value B is 1. I told you that 1 will be represented with positive and V is also represented with positive. This happens when the preceding pulse was a negative pulse. And if the preceding pulse was a positive pulse, I'll replace it with the pattern minus 0, 0, minus. You please note down this so that we'll be able to solve a problem using this representation. I hope you understood this. High density bipolar 3 coding uses checks for 4 consecutive zeros in the input sequence and then replaces it with 2 different binary formats. One is 000V, the other is B00V. And when I should replace with 000V? When there were odd number of ones since my last substitution. And if there were even number of ones, I should use the format B00V. Then I should also consider what was the polarity of the preceding pulse, preceding one. If the preceding one was negative, then I'll use deliberately negative in this substitution to violate that bipolar rule. And if it was positive, I'll use positive. Whereas in the second substitution, if the preceding pulse was negative, I'll replace this with positive 0, 0, positive. And if it was positive, I'll replace it with minus 0, 0, minus. Okay. And one more thing you just note the choice of 000V and B00V are made, let's say, in such a way that consecutive voltage pulses alternate signs so as to what? Maintain the DC null at the origin in the PSD. Remember, bipolar signaling has DC null at the origin. It will be represented like this. So in order to maintain that DC null at the origin, I have to see that alternate pulses will change signs, and that we are going to take care. So let's try to take an example and let's try to analyze this. Let me take an example sequence. Yeah.
Ma'am, in the above sentence, you told B as binary 1, no, ma'am, but here we are writing it as plus and minus pulses, positive and negative pulses.
Yes, the binary one in a bipolar scheme can be positive or negative, right?
Yes, yes, got it.
It will be either of them. It need not always be of one state.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take an example here. Let the input sequence, we'll see how exactly that replacement will happen. So let me consider 0, 1, 1, 1, anything, 0, 0, 0, 0. I need that violation 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, something like this. Let me just see it is violated once or twice. So this is the input sequence. And what would be the code, the HDB3 code? How would I write it? So here I need two considerations. First, let me just replace it with a sequence. Then I'll show you how the signaling happens. So what would be the replacement value? Here, the initial value I'll consider later. Say this is no change. Here there is no change because this is not a consecutive sequence of zeros. But here if you see, I have a consecutive sequence of 4 zeros are there. Since it is HDB3, I have to replace this. What will I replace this with now? Whether I should consider this replacement or this replacement. You make the choice of either using this replacement or this, the second replacement, in such a way that the voltage pulses will alternate the signs. Okay. So see here, what happens if I have this 4 consecutive zeros? I'll replace it here with 0, 0, 0, V, because what? I have odd. Count the number of ones. Let me say there were odd ones since the previous substitution. I'm just counting this, and since it is odd, I'll replace it with 0, 0, 0, V. We'll see what I should use for V next. The next 4 bits don't change. There is no change here. Again, the next 4 sequence of binary zeros should be replaced with what? Should I use 000V or should I use B00V? Here, how many bits are preceding? Okay, I'll make a change so that you'll see the difference. Let me make it an even number of ones. So if I have an even number of ones here, see, since my last substitution, this was my last substitution. After that, you count the ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 even ones. If you have even number of ones, you will replace it with B00V, this sequence. Again, I have a set of 4 zeros here. The next set is also 4. Sorry. Okay, the next set is also 4 zeros. What is happening? So even this preceding, what was the previous substitution? The last substitution is this. After last substitution, how many ones have I had? 0 ones. Here it is considered, 0 is considered as even. So even this sequence, I will replace it with B0, 0V. Please try to count how many ones were there after your last substitution. So this was the last substitution here. After this, when I have even number of ones, for the next substitution, I will replace the 4 zeros with the format B0, 0V. Okay. And if I have odd number of ones, in the first case here, 1, 2, 3, there were 3 ones. So when I had odd number of ones, the substitution would be 0, 0, 0V. Is that clear? So when you should use 0, 0, 0V and B0, 0V, please take care of this odd and even. Now let me show you how to replace it, how signaling looks. Actually, how the signaling scheme looks. Let me assume, so if this previous pulse, or let me directly start off here. A 0 is represented with binary 0, 1 is represented with positive. Say I'm using RZ, that's why I'm giving a gap. The next, oh sorry, 0 should be represented as, you should be awake. A 0 is represented with 0 level, and if my earlier value was, if the earlier one was represented with negative pulse, the preceding pulse, what I say, if that preceding pulse was negative, this one will be positive. The next one should be negative, bipolar scheme. The next consecutive one should be positive. Now I have a set of 4 zeros which will be replaced with 0, 0, 0V. And how do I replace it with 0, 0, 0V? 0. Every 0 is represented with no pulse, 0 voltage state. And what should be the value of this V? Look at the preceding pulse. The preceding pulse had a positive value. See, if the preceding pulse was positive, what should the V value be here? It should also be positive to avoid what? Or to violate the bipolar rule. We say this is to violate the bipolar rule. So if the preceding pulse was positive, in this 0, 0, 0V, the one which I have included, the V which I have included, should also be positive. Is that clear? So please remember these rules. If the preceding pulse was positive, I'll put a positive in this V position. Next, I have a 1. That one should surely be, it should alternate. Always follow the bipolar rule for regular sequence. So this one will be negative, 0 is 0. This one is positive. The next one will be negative. The next one positive. So always in a bipolar rule, I should alternate between positive and negative. If this is negative, this is positive, again negative, again positive. Next comes another set of 4 zeros, and for that I should again use the what? I should try to observe this table. So what happens when I'm replacing it with B0, 0V? If the preceding pulse was negative, I'll replace this B0, 0V with plus 0, 0 plus. Okay. And here also see there is a violation of the rule because two ones have been, or two successive pulses have been represented with the same value. Similarly, if the preceding pulse was positive, you represent it as minus 0, 0, minus. So let's see here. What is the preceding pulse? The preceding pulse is positive. So I should represent this B0, 0V with minus 0, 0, minus. Minus 0, 0, minus. Okay. See, if the preceding pulse was positive, you replace it with minus 0, 0, minus. And if the preceding pulse was negative, replace it with plus 0, 0, plus. Again here, this preceding pulse is negative. So if it is negative in the next replacement, I'll replace this B00V with what? Plus 0, 0, plus. I hope you are following this signaling scheme. Any doubts with this? We have shown a clear example. First thing what you should remember, count how many ones have occurred. Let me assume this was the position of the last substitution. After the last substitution, from here I'm counting how many ones have occurred. If there were odd number of ones, I'll replace it with 0, 0, 0V as the binary pattern. If there were even number of ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, after the last substitution, I'll replace the 4 zeros with the binary pattern B00V. Now, I have taken care of where I should use 000V and where I should use B00V. That's the first step. In the next step, I have to check my preceding pulse, and according to that, I should give a value for this B and V. So if my preceding pulse was positive and if the replacement is 000V, this V value will be in such a way that it will violate the bipolar rule. If preceding pulse was positive, this V value will also be positive. If preceding was negative, it would be negative. Okay. And similarly for this B00V, if the preceding pulse was positive, then B and V both will take negative values. Again, there is a violation of the bipolar rule here. Whereas if the preceding pulse was negative, B and V both will take positive values. So if you remember this, it is more than sufficient how you will do HDB3 signaling. Any doubts with this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we will proceed with this BNZS, the BNZS signaling scheme, which tells us that binary with N0 substitution. What does BNZS mean? It is binary with N0 substitution scheme. So the full form with BNZS of BNZS is binary with N0 substitution. So what is the meaning of this scheme? Each, let's say each string of zeros in the input data or source data, whatever you want to say, in the input data is encoded with a special binary pattern, including ones to enable timing recovery. So this is almost like the standard definition of HDB only. But let's take an example of B3ZS. So just like how we did HDB3, the N value here is 3. So this is for N is equal to 3. Okay. So what happens here? Whenever there are 3 zeros, you say here every set of 3 zeros in the input sequence in the input sequence will be replaced with a special 3-bit binary pattern. 3-bit binary pattern. Let's say as follows. I'll directly write the table so that it's easy for you to visualize. Again, here also I should consider polarity of preceding pulse. Polarity of the preceding pulse. It can be minus or plus, and number of bipolar pulses, ones. I'll simply say number of ones since the last substitution, same as how we wrote the previous case. So how many ones are there since the last substitution? I should count that. If there are odd number of ones, then I should use one type of replacement. If there are even number of ones, then I should have a different replacement. So if there are odd number of ones, and if the preceding pulse was a negative pulse, then I'm going to replace the 3 zeros with 0, 0, minus. Again, why minus? Minus to violate bipolar rule. Remember that bipolar rule should be violated for the receiver to understand where the replacement has happened. And if this preceding pulse was a plus, I'll replace the 3 with 0, 0 plus for odd number of ones after my last substitution. This is almost similar 0, 0, 0. We counted 4 there, 4 zeros. Here we are doing it for 3 because here B3ZS means for 3 zeros I have to do the replacement, 3 consecutive zeros. For even number, if the preceding value is a negative sign, I'll replace it with plus 0 plus. Again, here 2 consecutive pluses are there, violating of bipolar rule. Here 2 consecutive negatives, here 2 consecutive positives. So again, I'll know when the last substitution, how many ones were there. This will also help me for error correction. See, if I have this kind of replacement, I know that there should be even number of ones after my last substitution. And again, if the preceding value was a plus, this will be minus 0, minus. Okay. So this is the pattern which you should remember. Let's take the example and try to solve. So let me consider 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, say 0, 0, 0, anything you consider, 0, 0, 1, something like this. This is your input data sequence. Okay. And let me take the first case. Here, the preceding pulse is negative. So the preceding value is negative. And let me assume here, if it is negative, this one will be represented with a positive pulse, 0 with 0. This will be represented with a negative pulse, correct? This is a data and it doesn't have consecutive set of zeros. But now here I have a consecutive set of 3 zeros. Here I should take into consideration 3 zeros. Now, whether I should replace it with this pattern or this pattern. So let me say the last substitution happened here. Okay, assume the last substitution was just before this. Count the ones. How many ones are there? 1, 2, even number of ones. So there are even number of ones. So what pattern should I replace this with? I should replace it with this pattern, plus 0 plus, because the preceding symbol was minus. Is that clear? So I'll replace this 0 pattern with plus 0 plus. Why? I'm using this because when I count the number of ones, there were even number of ones. Is that clear? And the next one, this data sequence, again use the bipolar rule. The next one will be represented with a negative pulse, the alternate value with positive. Now again, I have a set of 3 zeros. So again, when you have a set of 3 zeros, this was the last substitution. After the last substitution, how many ones are there? Again, even number of ones. Even means either this or this. Now I should check whether the preceding pulse was positive or negative. The preceding pulse is positive, so I should replace 0, 0, 0 with minus 0, minus. Negative, 0, negative. Is that clear? So this replacement will...
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
Yeah, see here. This was the last substitution. Please keep into account when you substituted last. When was the last set of zeros? So this was my last set of 3 zeros where I substituted an alternate value. After the last set of 3 zeros, you count how many ones have occurred. Only 2 ones have occurred, right? I have 2 ones, which means it is an even number of ones. If even number of ones have occurred, I have to use either this or this as the replacement pattern. And when will I use plus 0 plus as the replacement pattern? If the preceding pulse was negative. Observe the preceding pulse here. The preceding pulse was negative, right? So I have to, sorry, in this case, see here, the preceding pulse was positive. So if the preceding pulse was positive, the replacement pattern I use will be minus 0, minus. So I'll replace this 3 zeros with minus 0, minus. Now you observe, again I have a set of 3 zeros. And this was the last set of 3 zeros. Between the last replacement and the present, do I have any ones? You have to count how many ones have occurred. There are 0 ones. No ones are present between the previous and present set. So 0 is considered as an even number here. Okay. So since there are no ones present, we'll treat it as even. So I have to replace it with either this or this. Now, which one should I use? That will be decided looking at the previous pulse. What is the previous pulse here? Previous pulse is a negative value. So if the previous pulse is a negative value, I should replace the 3 zeros with plus 0 plus. So replace it with plus 0 plus. Okay. Is this clear? So from the previous set of 3 zeros to the present set of 3 zeros, you have to count how many ones are present. So here we will see. Next I have 0, 0, 1. I don't have a set of 3 zeros. So this is normal data. Zeros are represented as 0 volts, 0, 0. What should I represent this 1 as? The previous pulse was positive, means according to bipolar, the next successive pulse should be negative. Now you observe, I again have a set of 3 zeros in my data. And what should I do? I should check when was the last set of 3 zeros. It was here. This was the last set of 3 zeros. After that last substitution, you count how many ones are present in the binary data. How many ones are present here? there is a single one, which means it is an odd number of ones. What should I do for odd number of ones? The replacement pattern should be either 0, 0 minus or 0, 0 plus. And when should I do 0, 0 minus? When the preceding value was negative. Here, preceding pulse is negative. So I will replace it with 0, 0, negative again. So 0, 0 minus is the replacement which I'll use here. And I'm using this replacement because the number of ones have been odd since my last substitution. Okay. So this will be 0, 0, negative. And next it is normal data. I have a binary 1 which will be represented with the alternate value of what I have here. Remember, your normal data representation in bipolar signaling will always be alternate mark and invert. If one is positive, the other should be negative. Every time there are ones, one is positive, the other will be negative. Zeros are represented as 0. Only when you have a set of 3 zeros in your data, you have to replace it with either the odd or even patterns. When you will replace it with the odd patterns, when the number of ones after the last substitution were an odd number, then you'll replace it with this or this pattern. When the number of ones after the last substitution, if it was even, then you'll replace it with this pattern or this pattern. Is that clear? So please remember this. This is how you have to do it. Just like B3ZS, I can have B6ZS, sorry, or B8ZS, I can have B8ZS. So here 6 zeros will be considered to be replaced with special pattern. Here 8 zeros will be considered. So let's take an example of B6ZS is there in our syllabus. This is not there. In the next class, I'll just finish this and then start off with the next module.